Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn and Sagittarius love reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, so we have this side for Sagittarius. What's going on with Sagittarius? We got this side going on with Capricorn. And then we're going to pull some cards for the middle between Capricorn and Sagittarius. All right, we have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. This could be in union, this could be not in union. This could be a friend, family member, partnership. We'll see what the cards have to say. We have I love you. These are powerful words. I love you. Those are very powerful to say not only to someone else, but also to yourself. That is extremely important, saying them to yourself. All right, and then we're going to pull a heart-shaped romance card. We have friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. Right? Having that friendship between the two of you, that's very important too, because having that person as your best friend, someone that you can wholeheartedly trust. So these are things that are kind of going on in between the two of you. Do you both have self-respect for yourself? Are you both loving yourself? Are you both doing those things for yourself? And is there a friendship between the two of you? All right, so let's get some tarot. So what's going on with Sagittarius? We have Three of Wands, looking towards the future. All right, we have Nine of Wands, trying to hang in there. And then we have the Seven of Swords. I kind of feel like Sagittarius wants to walk away from this relationship. That's just my first feeling that I'm getting. All right, Capricorn, we have Page of Swords. Capricorn looks angry. For some reason, I feel that you're angry, you're shutting down, you're keeping to yourself. I feel like you're kind of losing hope. You're wondering where being guided towards, right? You're not really sure where you want to go. Definitely, I feel there's some dissension within this relationship, that you're both kind of feeling this distance between the two of you. You're both kind of having some problems right now. I almost feel like you're questioning you're each questioning your own feelings, how you feel towards the other person. Sagittarius is trying to figure out what to do, right? King of Cups. Temperance, love that, because that's the Sagittarius card, coming into your own power, making a decision. Sagittarius is trying to make a decision. I feel like Sagittarius really needs to focus, love yourself first. I feel like Sagittarius is getting into that mode of trying to make a decision that's best for them. The Magician, feeling powerful. I feel like power is coming in towards Sagittarius. Power and strength. Look at that. Two strong cards here for Sagittarius. I feel like there's a shift for Sagittarius. I feel like there's a shift within this relationship for Sagittarius. Now, this can be I don't know, did I say this in the beginning? It can be a friendship, it can be a partnership, it can be a family member, or it could be somebody at work. I don't know. As Sagittarius, it could be Sagittarius, sun, moon, rising, or just qualities of. I feel that this person, the Sagittarius, wants to start branching out on their own. I feel like the Sagittarius is becoming more powerful. They're working on themselves. They're questioning themselves. They're asking themselves, am I happy? Right, with this relationship that they have with Capricorn. And Capricorn may be having some problems with that, because Capricorn is feeling that distance, that separation from Sagittarius that is pulling away. I mean, this may even be a child, right? When children start to grow up and, they start going on their own and they start making their own decisions and their own choices, and you're like, kind of, wait a minute, that empty nest syndrome. So that could be what's going on here first. Also, and because I just read that love yourself first, that's why I said first. So Sagittarius, I feel, is trying to pull away from Capricorn, and Capricorn is almost like shutting down and wondering, okay, where do I go from here? That's what I was feeling, is like, where do I go from here? We have the Knight of Pentacles, which is kind of facing away from Sagittarius, kind of going on their own path and having new feelings. I feel like you're having new feelings about things. And then we have the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands. Capricorn's had a big burden on their back. Capricorn's been carrying a lot of weight, and maybe Capricorn has been carrying the weight of this relationship, right? Sometimes those things happen is where you have this relationship with someone and you're there to support them, right? And that person is learning and growing and they're going after their own goals and their own dreams while the other person is kind of being there holding the fort down, right? Keeping things, everything together. And then all of a sudden, the other person reaches that success. They reach their goals, like and then they want that freedom. They want to kind of break away from that person that's been holding them down, that's been keeping everything the same, and they feel that they want to fly away. And then of course the person that's been holding it down is like, well, wait a minute, what about me? Like, I've sacrificed so much for you, and I've done so much for you so that you can attain your goals and your dreams. Well, what about me? And now that, that person walks away. I'm not saying that's what's happening here, but that's kind of the energy that I'm feeling here, especially because Capricorn has had this, not the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands. Like, there's been a lot on your back there, Capricorn. We have the Moon. I feel like you kind of feel some sort of deception here, because I feel that Sagittarius is breaking away, but maybe this is like a wake-up call for you, Capricorn, to say, okay, what's important to me? What do I want to focus on, right? Where do I want to go? Maybe you've been putting a lot of work and effort into this relationship with Sagittarius, and it's been at a cost to yourself, right? That maybe, I feel like there's an opportunity coming in for you that is for you, right? That is for you to work on. I feel like before, maybe you would ignore that in the past, like you weren't interested. It could be this opportunity that maybe Sagittarius is reaching out to you, but you don't want to hear it. Definitely a lot going on here. 10 of Pentacles. Look at this. So we have 3 tens, 10, 10, 10. We have the 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, and 10 of Pentacles. I love that. 10 of Pentacles is that safety and that security and just having that feeling like everything's okay, right? Feeling like everything's under control. I feel that there's a huge shift within this relationship. This may be a relationship that, okay, it's just going to be a friendship, and that's what it's going to be. If it's a partnership, then maybe it's something where it has to get back to the basics. I feel that there's got to be a lot of communication here. I feel Sagittarius, I feel a pull away from Sagittarius here, and I feel a pull here for Capricorn wanting to go this way. And I feel like Capricorn has been through a lot, right? Had a lot on your shoulders, but I feel like Capricorn's ready for a change, ready for something to change, something to be different, something to turn around. Again, loving yourself first, going after your own dreams, doing things that are important to you, doing things that matter to you. If you're always giving, and you're not giving to yourself, then you feel this lack, right? And that may be why these swords have built up and these wands have built up. But I feel like that there's a shift here, like with this moon, and then with this, and then the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like it starts to shift around to, okay, what's important to me? Capricorn has to decide, do I want to work on this relationship? Do I want to keep this relationship with Sagittarius, right? Do I want to make things better? Sagittarius definitely looks like you're in a good place and that you're focusing on yourself. I'm not really sure how Sagittarius feels about Capricorn, but because I feel like Sagittarius is sort of doing their own thing. And I feel like it's time for Capricorn to focus on what's important to you. Is it this relationship, or is it working on yourself, right? Being able to love yourself first and work on things for you. All right, so sometimes it's just a realization of like what's going on and what do I need to do, and, confronting things. And I feel like there's definitely things that have to be confronted in this relationship. All right, so we have go the distance. I don't feel that there is Go the distance. I don't feel that there is a lot of, I feel like things can be worked out. I feel like things can be sorted out, and I feel like they can be left on good terms. But there's definitely a lot of work that needs to be done, and I feel like that's why it says go the distance, that this is something that is not going to be fixed overnight, but this is something that Capricorn really needs to think about for themselves. That Capricorn really needs to figure out, where do I want to go from here? What's the best choice for me? What's going to be the best for me? All right, so let's get an energy. Okay. We have the thinking woman. That definitely goes with that, is the thinking woman, right? Thinking about, that's exactly what I was just saying, thinking about what is best for you. And same with Sagittarius. What is best for you? What do you want to have happen? The thinking woman. How do we work this out, right? Thinking about your situation. Going the distance to making sure that whatever choice that you decide, that you're 100% with that choice and not being wishy-washy and going back and forth, right? That what would be best for you. Is it to break things down to a friendship and start working on that friendship first before it goes any further? But those are all things that you have to work out and figure out within yourself. All right, so let's get some charms here. That's how we have trust. Okay, I definitely feel like trust is something that is lacking here, that needs to be worked on, and trusting yourself. We have forever. Is this a forever for you? Is this a forever? How do you feel? How do you see yourself with this person forever? We have the guitar, which I feel represents singing your own song, doing your own tune, doing your own thing. I feel like it's a lightheartedness. We have the hat, which I feel represents that you being in power. It's almost like the magician's hat. It's a witch's hat, but I also feel like it's the magician's hat, like putting that hat on and being in control. Family. What does family represent for you? What does family feel like? We have happy, getting yourself back to happy, right? Being happy, feeling happy. We have the lock. Right? Is this something that is forever? I feel like the lock also represents forever. And then we have love. Loving yourself first and moving on from there. Let's see, can you see all the charms? I can't tell if you can see them. Let me move the charms up here if you can't see them. Sorry if you can't see them. I try and check the camera. I think you can see them. Not the easiest thing. Okay, so we have trust, forever, family, the hat, the guitar, happy, heart, and the lock. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.